Good morning, ladies. Welcome back. Today I thought I would do a quick video showing you my favorite concealers for mature skin. I think these work great with mature skin that is a little bit drier or has fine lines and wrinkles in it. You want concealers that are going to be a thinner consistency and that aren't going to settle into all your fine lines and wrinkles. So if that's something that you're interested in, I do hope that you will watch this video all the way through so you know all of my favorites. I have some high-end and some drugstore brands. I do hope that while you're here, you will subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos, and share this with a friend. Let's get started. So the first one that I want to talk about, and I'm going to do my higher end ones first, and then I'm going to move into my drugstore ones. The first one that I want to talk about is Kosas. I love Kosas concealer. This one was really big, I think at the end of 2022 and at the beginning of 2023. I love this one. This has got it's super creamy. It's got a medium coverage on it. It's got a radiant finish to it, so you're going to love it. It's got hyaluronic acid and caffeine in it, so it's going to help depuff and put hydration into your skin, which is really good. It's long lasting, and it says it smooths lines. I love the consistency of this. It's got a nice small little doe foot, which is perfect for getting into all the creases right around here. It's got a nice consistency. You can see here, and it blends out just beautiful, and it dries down. I don't necessarily think it has a radiant coverage to it or a look to it. I think it's more of a natural finish, but it does dry down fast. This is one that I don't even all the time powder. I try not to powder if I can not do it because I have super dry skin, but this one, it does set down really nice. And it doesn't, you can see it does not settle into all my fine lines and wrinkles. So I do love that one. The next two are new that came out in 2023, and they're pretty viral. Everybody loves them, and I do as well. This is the Natasha Denona. I love this new Natasha Denona concealer. This one says it gives you medium to full coverage. It says it's a crease-proof serum. It's brightening and hydrating. It has a natural finish, and it's long wearing. And I would agree with all of those. I love this little doe foot on this one. You can see it's bent, and then it has a little like divot in there, so it's going to hold extra. But again, this one, when you put this on, this just glides on. It is a nice thin consistency, and I love that. This one just blends out. A little goes a long way with these. And any concealer that you're using, ladies, you know, I know they used to show doing the thing where you just cake it under here. That's fine if you're younger and you've got a thinner one. I always just put a little bit right in here and a little bit out here, and then I blend. And this one is going to do that. It just feels so nice. This feels like a serum on my skin. My hand actually feels hydrated and moisturized, and I am loving that. I love this concealer, and I think you will as well. Let me grab, got a brand new pack of little makeup wipes that I grabbed when I was at, I think it was Marshall's or something, just so I could use them to clean my hands off in between. And these actually have collagen in them. Not like I was gonna, I don't think that's gonna matter too much. I wanna get those off. The other one that has gone pretty viral and just came out recently is the Tower 28. And I like Tower 28. Tower 28 and Kosas are both what they call clean brands, and they're like vegan. And I do like, I'm not necessarily, it doesn't have to be that, but I like to have better ingredients on my skin. This one says it's a hydrating serum. It says it's got medium coverage. It has no silicones in it, and it's got a natural finish. This one, again, has a super small little doe foot. And I like that about this. I like the ones that are going to get into there. And again, this is a little bit thinner. It's called a serum concealer. And I think serum concealers And you can see this has got really good coverage to it. Serum concealers are great for mature skin because they are thinner. And I think that is going to make a huge difference. If you get something that's super thick and full coverage. Now, a lot of these are buildable, and that's something that you can go back and do. But if you start out with less, I used to always put my concealer on first. And if you're going to do something like just a tinted sunscreen, I still do that. But a lot of times now what I will do is I will put my foundation on, and then I will go back and anywhere I think I need it. So then I would just put my amount here, because I do have dark circles, because I'm not getting the sleep that I should, which is in my previous video that I just did, and I will have that linked at the end of the video for you, that you can go back and watch it. It's beauty habits that I'm trying to break to make things better this year, and one of them is the habit of not getting enough sleep, because it makes a difference, and then you're going to have dark circles under your eyes. So that's when we need our concealer to help fix that, so people don't realize that you haven't had enough sleep. But thick, heavy, cakey concealers are not good for dry skin that has fine lines and wrinkles, because it's just going to settle into it. So I am loving these more thinner serum concealers. I think they do a wonderful job. Moving on, my last 4 are all drugstore. I like to do a little bit of both, because I know some people like to buy high-end. I know other people can't afford to. This is a new one that came out this year. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. And this one, I'm going to tell you, I tried to write some things down about all of these too as I was doing it. This says it's radiance boosting, buildable, and moisturizing. It says it conceals perfections. It's a multi-use radiance boosting concealer, delivers buildable, flawless coverage, awakens skin to help you achieve a flawless look with a radiant finish. It's nourishing and moisturizing. It's got illuminating minerals and a blend of murmur butter, capuchu butter, Takuma butter, and nutrient-rich Amazon skin-loving makeup. So it says it's got all kinds of skincare in here as well. And I do love this. It says it's made for sensitive skin. It says it's formulated with skin and comfort in mind. It also is cruelty-free. I do love this. It's got a little, I will show you this, on the top. When I first bought it, I didn't realize the cover came off. And I'm like, oh, it's another one of those sponge applicators, which I'm not a favorite of, but I do have a couple here that have that. But that's just for you to use as your sponge to press it in. It's got a nice little small doe foot again. And again, it is a very nice thin consistency. And it is, I would say, medium coverage, but it is buildable. I mean, I can still see some of the coloring through if I look. But look at how nice and radiant that looks on these old dry hands. I mean, look, it's giving me good coverage. It is giving me good enough coverage. If you don't have a lot of dark circles or anything, you're going to be fine with just, putting a little bit on, and you should be fine. And especially if you're putting your foundation on first. Now, I would say if you know you have a lot of dark circles, I would put like your color corrector. If you're going to use a color corrector, I would put that on before my foundation, then put my foundation on, and then go back if you need concealer and put your concealer on. Love that. This one has been a favorite of mine for a long time, and this is the NYX Bare With Me Serum Concealer. Another one that I love. It's a nice consistency, and I know a lot of YouTubers love this, from young to old. Allie Glines, this was one of her favorite ones. This is in a pump, and I do like that. It's in a pump, and a lot of times what I will do is pump it out, and I just put dot, 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 dot under my eyes, and then we're good to go. And I can use my brush to blend it out. And as you can see, this is a nice, again, thin consistency. The NYX one says it's medium coverage with skincare ingredients in it. It says it has moisturizers in it. It says it's good. Say goodbye to stressed skin and hello to cover hydrating skin. It's got hydrations in it. It's a vegan formula as well, cruelty-free. It says it has skincare in it. It says for face and body. I don't know if I would use it on my body. It says it is infused with skin-loving ingredients including Termillia mushroom, Sika green tea, for up to 24 hours of ultra hydration for skin that feels moisturized all day. I don't know if it necessarily is moisturizing all day. It's hard to, in the dry heat to keep something moisturizing all day. This does feel very hydrating going on. If you have dry skin, I would highly recommend this. It's not like it's super creamy or anything that if you have oilier skin, it's not going to work. This is going to work. All of these, I think, work great on any. If you have severely dry, normal, or oily skin, I think these would work good on any skin type. And they are made for that. And it says, and it's got a mess-free applicator, it says, which I agree, the pump is a lot less messy than my next favorite, which has been around for years. And this is the Maybelline Instant Rewind Eraser. Love this. Hate the applicator. What a mess. But it works really good. So I overlook the sponge on it because if you love the product inside, it's worth it. This concealer has been around for years. And as I said, I love the concealer, hate the applicator. It's one of those nice little spongy ones that you gotta twist it up, and then the product comes up in the top, and then you just, put it on, which is fine, and it works great. It gives you, I would say, medium coverage. It's not necessarily full coverage. It can be built up. But again, ladies, don't build up concealer a lot under your eyes because that's just going to make them look, drier. It's going to accentuate fine lines and wrinkles. If you can get away with just like a light color corrector, if you've got darkness under your eyes here, put your foundation on and then put a little bit of concealer to help finish off with that brightness or whatever. You're going to get away with just a thin layer of it. Put a small amount, blend it out, see how it works before you start building it up. Because as you get older, you don't want that heavy look of heavy makeup on your skin. Less is more, definitely, when you're talking about your foundation products. So, last but not least, and this is the one that I'm wearing today, is the Revlon Skin Awakening Caffeine plus Vitamin C. It says 5-in-1 concealer, 24 hours. This product has got a lot of different things. It says it perfects, brightens, hydrates, plus then it's got your caffeine and vitamin C, transfer resistant, and a natural finish to it. I think it does have a natural finish to it. It's not super glowy. It's not a matte finish, as you can see. And as you can see, and I'm getting up close, it is not settling into fine lines and wrinkles at all. It looks very natural on it. I did slightly powder this with my favorite powder, which is my Makeup Forever powder. I love that. It says it is a 5-in-1. It says concealer erases, perfects, brightens, hydrates, and refreshes skin with flawless awakening. It says 24-hour wear, which it says visibly hides imperfections and dark circles, brightens skin while camouflaging puffiness. Transfer resistant formula has an ultra lightweight, comfortable feel that builds for a natural looking coverage. And it has 19 natural finish shades. So this comes in 19 shades. Again, take the cover off and it's got a big old messy doe foot applicator and it gets down here. But I will tell you again, this feels wonderful on my skin. This blends out like a dream. You can't see that at all. And look how flawless my hand looks. It's not going into the fine lines and wrinkles. Put it on, press it in. If you have to, if you have oilier skin, you may want to powder your skin to do that. Most of these I put none or very minimal powdering under my eyes. And I try to do that with any concealer that I use. I have other concealers that I use. These are my favorite that I think work the best with mature skin, especially with mature dry skin that has fine lines and wrinkles. I think these are great. They don't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. I think that they're lightweight enough that they're going to feel good. They're not going to dry you out. They all have hydrating properties to them, which is very good. You don't want anything that's going to have drying properties on it. If they say they have a matte finish, they're more than likely going to have drying properties on them. So if you have drier skin, matte is not a good thing. Matte is not a good look for me. I always try to find a foundation that has a natural or dewy finish on it. As you get older, you don't want to look dry and matte. If your skin is already dry, making it look even drier and matter is just, to me, not a great look. You want it to look like you have that fresh, dewy, awake skin. So with that, those are my 7 favorite concealers, or the concealers that I think are the best for mature skin. I do hope you like this. I will have everything listed and linked below for you, so they're easy to find for you. Some of the products, I may get a small affiliate commission on them, but you don't have to use the links that I'm using. Those, I just put those down there mostly for you to be able to find them quickly, but I do appreciate if you do buy through the links, because it does help me with my channel. So thank you so much for that. Go out before you leave. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, share this with a friend. Go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me today. My 2 little buddies have been sleeping behind me while I've been taping today. They'd love to come up and be by me. Say bye, Loki. Bye, Loki.